second down and 9. Just out beyond the 40. Clifford comes out firing, able to complete. It's Malik Heath. And he's across midfield. Surtain makes the stop there. 2 minutes into the football game. They do bring the blitz coming up the middle. Clifford throws, and it's knocked away. Excellent coverage there. Jaquan McQuillan able to make the play. Maybe we can get to that too.
Maybe a little mustache, something like that.
Flip to Javonte Williams, and he's very close to first down yardage. Picked up 7, bring up a 3rd down and 1. Out of the eye, motion Lucas Kroll. Kroll had a nice preseason game last week. Here's Nix with some time, able to complete. Adam Troutman. It's a first down for the Broncos. First down and 10. Into Green Bay territory. Nix takes the snap, able to complete. Tim Patrick.
Troy Franklin, when I watched the film, he's been open, so could see him be a target a couple more times tonight.
Walker's in there now. And it's Patrick again.
Out having your feet planted is something you'll need in the NFL.
Fringe of the red zone. Here's McLaughlin on the receiving end. Out of the backfield. He's taken down at the 18-yard line. Thought he was going to have a 33-yard extra point. It's a 37-yard field goal attempt for Will Lutz. And he sneaks it through the left upright. Second down at 7. Midway point of quarter number 1. Tyler Davis, tight end, goes in motion. Here's Clifford. Throwing out to another tight end. It's Ben Sims. And Sims able to make the catch for 10. Clifford out of the gun. Broncos rush 4, get a little heat, try to set up the screen to Wilson. Makes the first man miss. And we'll get some of the yardage back out beyond the 45. But it's going to bring up a 4th down, pickup of 10 on the play. Private workout on March 18th. Lots of layers to that story that we'll get into on first down and 10 from the 20. Pitch to Javonte Williams. Straight ahead, close to a first down.
Leaving Auburn, going to Oregon, learning a whole new playbook, and dominating once he learned it.
Give it to Burton, the fullback, every once in a while. Pick up the 3. I mean, it's so interesting because in all these interviews and private workouts, and you're sort of expecting the unexpected. Javonte Williams out of the backfield. Another first down. This Denver offense moving out just shy of midfield. Green Bay went across the line of scrimmage. Not yet. Jaleel McLaughlin. Another first down. How about the Broncos mixing the pass with the run here? Everybody wants Broncos Cardinals next week, and you'll get them. Preseason game 3 right here. Here's Nix, little pump. And he'll get the sideline again. On 2nd and 10. Nix wants to throw. Zips one in, wide open. Cortland Sutton inside the 5. Robert Rochelle brought him down.
Jaleel McLaughlin looked for a second like he had a shot at the end zone, but was stopped quickly.
Now throwing for it. And caught for the touchdown. Tim Patrick will enjoy this one at home. Nix to Patrick. Maybe that's something we should start getting used to as well. 3rd down and 8.
Watch that. Allen right there.
Browning pushing the pile. Clifford will roll away. Away from Allen and can't get away from him. Dropped by Zach Allen for a 12-yard sack. Interesting to see how many wide receivers the Packers will keep. 2nd down and 10. Here's Ellis Merriweather. Trenton Gill did not get a chance to punt last week. Here's Dixon with the first punt. And it bounces and will roll down inside the 5 and touch the white.
I think
what
he just
a punt
won.
for Riley Dixon. 46 and a beauty. Packers on it, backed up deep inside their 5. Handoff Emmanuel Wilson. He is tripped up. Depth at outside linebacker for the Broncos would be something. 2nd down and 8. Met him in the backfield that time. Merriweather, nothing doing. And it's Nick Bonito again.
Rod Smith responsible for the happiness and joy of many former players' families because of his tutelage.
3rd and 10, Clifford trying to run for it and running away from people, and he's got it. Able to get the first down. Pickup of 11 on the play, ran away from J.L. Skinner. Packers still have 2 timeouts left. Clifford out of the gun, Broncos rushing 4. Clifford throws off his back foot and it's intercepted. Picked off and down the sideline. Keydron Smith. Smith trying to stay in bounds and he is brought down. Consecutive weeks for Keydron Smith with an interception.
We were both impressed with his ability to drop from the flat to get that pick last week, and there showing the ball skills again.
Something on the field. Is that a frisbee or it's a balloon? As Estime is the ball carrier. Stidham steps up, sees some running room, has the first down once more, and into the end zone. Stidham wants 6, and it's a touchdown for Jarrett Stidham.
May have a tight end or 2 extra on the roster.
Great point. Here's Stidham under pressure, and he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Dropped there by Brenton Cox Jr. So 1st and 25, and it's a fly ball to center field, and it's intercepted. Popped up into the air and picked off by Christian Welch. 5th-year player out of Iowa. Packers taking over in Denver territory with Michael Pratt, the quarterback, throwing on the run. And good defense right there on the force out of bounds by J.L. 4th and 1 for the Packers, trying to get on the scoreboard here tonight. Here's Pratt to throw. It sails through the hands of his intended target. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Broncos defense turned the Packers offense over on downs. 3rd down and 3 for Michael Pratt, 4-year starter at Tulane. Trying to keep a drive alive. Under pressure, he's going to be taken down, and the ball comes out as well. Pratt is sacked. Looked like Jonah Ellis might have gotten there first. Denver says they have the football too, and they do. The Broncos turn the Packers over again.
I love giving writers grief. I like coming up behind them when they're writing their stories and tapping their keypad, and they get flustered. Yeah, it's hard when somebody's trying to stop you from doing your job, isn't it?
Will Lutz from 39 out of the hold of Trenton Gill. Handoff is Emmanuel Wilson. He is tripped up at the line of scrimmage. Beatty alone in the backfield. Zach wants to throw and to be taken down. Drop for a safety in the end zone. Drop by Zach Morton. Handoff, Emmanuel Wilson able to break through the first set of Broncos defenders and into Denver territory at the Bronco 45. Abrams Drain eventually brought him down after a gain of 15. Saw Henningsen run out to the sideline. 3rd down and 5, looking to the right and throwing into traffic. It's incomplete. Wanted Wayne, and it goes incomplete.
Turnovers by the defense, scoring drives by the offense. That's how you win.
There's Zach Wilson back at it, following the safety, and he's dropped. He is sacked out at the 31-yard line. 2nd down and 9. Again, McCrary.
Ball.
The Broncos immediately signaled they have it. So Tremont Smith pointing in the direction of the Broncos. Gain of 5.
You're going to see a lot of attention at the waiver wire and picking up quarterbacks.
3rd and goal. Again, this was an issue last season. Dump it down for Beatty. Not an issue here. Tyler Beatty into the end zone from 8 yards away. And the Broncos will tack on another touchdown.
Coming in, having 2 scoring drives, fantastic accuracy. Can't say enough. He's only confirming the expectations each and every opportunity.
Handoff to Blake Watson to stay in bounds. And again, it'll be all smiles and all optimism here in Denver again. They put 34 up last week, 27 this week, and blow out the Packers.